Coach, I guess just overall thoughts on the day and the weekend in general.
Overall thoughts on the day. Well, it was 18 innings. A lot of kids played awfully hard for us today over a big stretch of time. Obviously, I think the conversation for today starts with the outing that Sean gave us, followed by a quality outing from Hunter, and just really good team effort up and down. You know, when you look at it, when you get a great start like that, where he was basically overpowering, kind of dominant, and we're able to, add to that and build a lead. We felt pretty good how that was going, and yeah, I thought that was an outstanding outing in multiple different ways, and a good team effort to score and take control of game one. With Hunter to come out in game two, and other than the one pitch to their freshman first baseman, who's a real talent, he too pitched really well, as did freshman Matt Brown and Noah Weck. So, game two pitching was awfully good. Game one pitching was dominant. Just a team effort, you go across the diamond. 18 innings from Jones, 18 innings from Brueggemann. Both catchers caught nice ball games. 18 innings from Braden Smith, 18 from Shube, 18 from Conover, and then a couple of guys as the day went on had to come off the field. But a lot of good baseball played, a lot of kids contributing, and that's what it was going to take on a doubleheader day, and that's what the kids delivered.
How important, not only this weekend but maybe going forward, was the consistency that you guys showed? It seemed like maybe that's been the one thing that's been missing maybe the last 10 games or so prior to this.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you can ever undervalue what becoming more stable and consistent in multiple areas of the game. Obviously, we played much better defense. We didn't cost our pitchers extra pitches, so to speak, which allows them to maybe stretch out and give you an extra inning or two if they're not having to burn a bunch of pitches after mistakes. I thought we played a pretty clean brand of baseball. We created a little bit of space and continued to score. That was good. Gave them some room to really attack the zone. That was good. So there's a good rhythm amongst the team when you play better defense, create some runs, can really let pitchers attack. And I thought our kids did a fantastic job of doing that. And there was a lot of upside to what that created amongst the team. Obviously, a lot of confidence, and I think probably for this group, as much as any I can remember, has just been to try to create any momentum and then carry it. And we were able to do that coming off of Harrison's outing in the Friday night game. We were able to carry that into today and put two really good ball games together back to back in one afternoon.
Can that continue, that momentum that you're talking about? Can that continue off of a weekend like this?
Sure hope so. Absolutely, sure. Yeah, I mean, I always try to put this in terms that I think make sense to you guys. Those boys are humans. They have real emotions and feelings, and when they feel good about what they're doing and confident, it makes you look forward to it, right? And just like when you're struggling, they have real emotions and feelings about how they're performing, and they don't like it, and then that's hard to shrug off. You know what I mean? So I absolutely believe that there's something to that for sure. We haven't had a lot of good bursts of that, and I think today and Friday really helped them feel that for multiple days at a time. And like you said, there's an old adage in baseball, momentum is the next day's starting pitcher, but also momentum can also be what you feel coming off of your last game too. So I think that's all tied together, right? And as a team, we need to continue to strive to recreate that each time out.
With Sean, how closely were you watching? I think he'd only been past 50 pitches a couple of times all year. How closely were you watching things as you were getting into that 6th, 7th, 8th inning with him?
We watch everything. Coach Wallen's sitting there every time a pitch is thrown. We're well aware of each pitch that's thrown. Sean was developed in the preseason to start and stretched out. Definitely his longest outing since the preseason. But it's a good solid day for him. He'll have full complement of rest between now and his next outing. But he's kind of a big, sturdy, aggressive bulldog type kid, and I think he'll bounce back fine.
You see him being in the rotation going forward then?
Well, certainly the decision to install him this weekend, it made a lot of sense, and he definitely showed us that right there, hey, I'll go out there and give you something that the team needs. So yeah, I can't imagine at this point that we wouldn't stay with that plan. We've had to obviously work our way through it to this point, and you take the best strategic pieces you have, guys that are available to line up to go out and try to play them one at a time and win them. And right now he fits in that spot.
To have that kind of 1-2 punch though, I mean, kind of taking some pressure off of your offense to have to go win games sometimes, just to have a good, 1-2 punch, and then obviously a kid like Hunter to close things out for you guys. How beneficial can that be moving forward to have that stability in your rotation?
Well, it certainly was a good formula this weekend, I'll tell you that. So hopefully we can continue to just grow as a team in that space. And I think I really think the kids feed off each other. I think Harrison established a confidence, and I think Sean fed off of it. I think Hunter did the same thing. When you see your guys go up there and pitch with a certain type of presence and aggression and confidence, I think that's a huge thing. I think you see that on offense when guys go up to home plate and have good at bats. I think you see other guys step up and do it, and I think cumulatively as a team, they all start to feed off of each other. So it's a real thing. I mean, you see that across multiple examples of great teams. You see that thing start to happen a little bit. So that happened for us this weekend, no doubt. And I thought Harrison probably in the first game, that's a good offensive team. K-State's a good ball club. They're a good team. And I thought Harrison's unique style was really tough on him. He pitches with a very distinct repertoire and style. And Sean is very different. He pitches with a completely opposite set of pitches in different areas. So if you watch the two pitch, the ball's going in two completely different places in two totally different ways. And then Hunter has another diverse look to him in terms of his pitch style. So I like the way those pitch styles complemented each other. I thought it was a tough matchup for the other team.
Braden is a guy that we've seen him be kind of a leadoff guy, center fielder.
Yeah.
Seen him playing second base and holding up well and doing what he's doing now.
Yes.
At the plate, is he? I don't know if a glue guy, spark plug. What maybe the phrase is?
Both. Yeah, I think he's all that. He's a baseball player. He shows you that. He plays center field. He plays second base. He'll bat leadoff. He'll bat 3-hole. He'll bat 2-hole. He'll bunt. He'll hit the ball the other way. On occasion, he'll hit a home run. But what he is an awesome kid. Is a great motor. Probably the highest running motor of our positional player group. And the kids love him for that. And if you've caught enough of our games, you'll see some of those long at bats he'll put together where he'll start fouling off pitches, and you kind of just see everybody kind of, start to go with him, right? They love that. They love how competitive he is. And he's a very pure kid. I mean, his motivations are 100% completely driven by this team and what he needs to do to help them win. So he brings numerous great qualities that you could write about. He's really a good ball player, and he's a wonderful kid. So he's a personality piece that we knew we needed to add to our team, especially when you lost some kids from last year's team that did a lot of the things that he does, whether it was a Zach Earhart or others that were kind of those guys for us last year in terms of how they played and their style of play.
Did you know that he was capable of being an infielder? I'm assuming he had done a decent
Yes,
amount of it before.
we were aware in the recruiting process that he had multiple position skills. Yes, for sure.